Shalom and welcome to Simple Biblical Hebrew. I'm Eric Modal, and today we want to continue learning to pray Psalm 23 in Hebrew. And so, sometime back, we began to learn to pray Psalm 23 in Hebrew, and so far we've made it down to verse 4.5, really. Last time we left off with Ki Ata Amadi. So we did half of verse 4 last time. And hopefully you've seen the previous studies where we've gone through the psalm, learning to pray it. But here's a review. It's Mizmor Kaf Gimel 23. Mizmor LaDavid. Adonai Roi Lo Achsar. Bin Ot Dashe Yar Biteni. Al Me Manuchot Ya Nachaleni. Nafshi Yeshuvev. Yancheni במגלי צדק למען שמו. גם כי אלך בגיא צל מוות לא אירא רע, כי אתה עמדי. And so now today, שבתך ומשענתך המה ינחמוני. In verse 5, אתה ארוך לפני שולחן נגד זוררי, תשענת בשמן ראשי, כוסי רוויה. So picking it up here then at the halfway point of verse 4, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So your rod is shivtecha, and rod in Hebrew is shebet. You can see it here in the Strongs. It's a staff, it's a scepter, it also can be tribe. You might also notice that shebet is also Shabbat, to rest. So it comes from this idea of resting, leaning on your rod or your staff. It also represents what tribe you're from, or your scepter, Shebet. So our Lord, our Adonai, he has a tribe, he has a scepter, he has a rod like a shepherd would have to lean on, to rest on. He also uses it to guide the sheep and so on, maybe to discipline them, perhaps. So Shabbat is the shoresh here. Shabbat. And then the kaf affixed to Shabbat is your. So kaf as a suffix makes it your rod. So shiv techa. Shiv techa u mishanatecha. Mishanatecha is your staff. So a staff is, as you can see, mishanet, and it comes from 8172 in the Strongs, sha'an, to lean or to support. Again, we have that idea of leaning on the shepherd's staff, right? The vav is and then here you can see the shoresh, mishanet. And the kaf is once again, just like Shabbat, is your. So u mishanetecha is and your staff. Hema is they. You can see that here in the English. They comfort me is hema ye nachamuni. So comfort in Hebrew is nacham. You can see it here, the shorish, nacham. And so then the yud is a prefix meaning it will do this, right? These comfort me, or they comfort me. So ye is sort of they, hema, will yeah, the yud. Nacham, comfort, and then the noon and the yud is a suffix for me, right? They will comfort me. Hema ye nachamuni. You can see the three sort of slanted dots under the mem, which is telling us to say the vowel sound oo, mu. Ye nacha or ye nache, really mu ni. Moving on to verse 5, you prepare is ta aroch, right? So the shoresh is arach, and then the tav is you will do it. Or like maybe from the King James, we know the English word thou will do it. The tav then is sort of thou preparest or set in order. So you will do it. When you put the tav before arak, it means you will do it. It's imperfect. If you were to put the tav after arak over here, it would mean you have done it. It would make it perfect. So since the tav is before arak, it means you will do it. Ta aroch lefenai. Lefenai is before me. It comes from panim or panna, which is really face. So really what this is saying is you will prepare before my face, right? Or in my presence. So le fenai, the lamed is a prefix meaning sort of well, I don't even know how you would translate it, but maybe somebody smarter than me out there can comment below. Literally it's you will prepare, sort of to my face, something like that. Shulchan. Shulchan is table in Hebrew. Shulchan. And you can see it right here. Shulchan. Naged is presence here in English, but it means right in front of. When you say naged, it's like right in front of. So the Lord's preparing a table right in front of our adversaries. So he's not even hiding it. They're over there watching, but they can do nothing about it because our shepherd's taking care of us. And so then enemies uh, here is zarar. Oftentimes it's translated adversaries. And zarar, it means to show hostility towards someone. So you can see it right here, zarar. The yud affixed to zarar makes it my enemies or my adversaries. So neged zorai. So right in front of my enemies, the Lord prepares a table before me. Dishanta, so that's you have anointed. Dashan is to be fat or to grow fat. It's also to anoint, right? Because you anoint somebody with the oily fat of the animal. And so here's a good case where the tav is affixed to the end of the word, and it means you have already done it. It's done. So over here we said ta oroch, which means you will, you know, um, prepare, because the tav is before the verb. But the shanta is because the tav is at the end, it makes it perfect, means he's already done it. So you will prepare before me a table right in front of my enemies, and then you already have anointed my head with oil. So bashaman is with oil. Oil is the root here, shaman. You can see right here, shaman. And so the bet is literally in English with oil. Beshaman roshi, my head. Head is Rosh. And so here you can see the dot above the aleph in the upper right. So that means to pronounce it with a O sound, Roshi. And again, the yud is affixed to the end, meaning my head, just like my face, or before my, sort of right before me, the Fanai. You can see the yud there, so it means my head. Kosi. Kosi is a cup. My cup. Kos is cup, and then the yud again, just like here, is my cup. Kosi. Re v'ya. My cup overflows. Re v'ya. Re v'ya. To saturate. It overflows, it saturates, it's abundance, right? It comes from rava, to be saturated. So again, to recap, for today, starting at verse 4 in the middle, Shivtecha umishanatecha ema ya nachamuni ta aroch lefenai shulchan neged zorai tishanta beshamen roshi.